Now, based on these points, make a description of around 10,000 words into sections. Each section will be around 5,000 words, and keep in mind the rules I told you. Act like the best scriptwriter for YouTube faceless videos in the world, and help me too. Write a script outline first on the key points that I will give you, and later I will ask you to write a script on that outline. Write in natural English, using simple vocabulary with short sentences. Create a proper explanatory flow. Do you understand? Do not suggest clips and scenes. Do you understand? The video is faceless. Okay, now proceed to write the script. Write the script only for first sections now, and I will ask you to proceed further. Write a script in paragraph form. Do not suggest scenes and clips. Fujifilm X-Pro 6, new amazing shocking new specs just leaked. YouTube https://www.youtube.com/watch. V equals FSM-1 SMT ran script. 0 o'clock. There's a certain magic to products that refuse to fade away quietly. While many gadgets come and go, some manage to carve a place in people's hearts and stay there. The Fujifilm X-Pro series is exactly that kind of story. After years of silence, cryptic interviews, and increasing doubts, Fujifilm has finally broken the suspense. 024 yes, the X-Pro 6 is real. It's officially on the company's roadmap. And this isn't just a quiet update or minor revision. It's a sign that one of the most iconic digital camera lines is being thoughtfully brought back to life. For a long time, many believed the X-Pro line was gone for good. Fujifilm focused on more modern designs like the X-T5 or the X-H2 series. 048 cameras with flashy specs, cutting-edge autofocus, and higher resolution sensors took center stage. But something was missing for a group of photographers. The absence of the X-Pro line left a serious gap, not just in Fuji's lineup, but in their creative workflow. These aren't users who chase specs, value something deeper, the process of photography itself. 113 The return of the X-Pro series matters not just because of what it is, but because of what it represents. It's about reintroducing a style of photography that feels deliberate, thoughtful, and engaging. Cameras like the X-Pro 3 invited users to slow down, compose carefully, and shoot with intention. 132 That's rare in today's fast-paced world of instant sharing and rapid-fire bursts. With the confirmation of the X-Pro 6, Fujifilm isn't just releasing another camera. They're telling the world they still believe in craft over convenience. Let's rewind for a moment. The last time Fujifilm updated the X-Pro series was back in 2019 with the X-Pro 3 154. That's more than half a decade ago. Since then, Fuji launched several powerful cameras. The X-T5 brought in a new 40-megapixel sensor, the X-H2 pushed boundaries with internal 8K video, but the X-Pro series stayed quiet. As the months turned into years, some started whispering, maybe Fuji has moved on. That silence caused a lot of speculation. 221 fans kept asking, but there was no official answer. Was the X-Pro discontinued? Had the hybrid viewfinder experiment run its course? These questions lingered in the air until recently. Now we know. The X-Pro line isn't dead. In fact, it's about to make a comeback, and Fujifilm wants to do it right. 241 In a revealing conversation with Peter Pixel, one of Fujifilm's key product leads, Yuji Arashi made a clear and firm statement. The X-Pro is still part of the roadmap. That sentence might seem simple, but its meaning goes deep. For those who've waited patiently, this was the first official confirmation that Fujifilm hasn't shelved the series. 3 o'clock They're not cutting corners or recycling ideas. They're preparing something that justifies the wait. Igarashi's words hint at something more than a minor refresh. He didn't say they are reusing existing parts. He suggested the X-Pro 6 will bring something special. Not just a repackaged sensor or a new grip, but a real innovation. 323 That's important because today just having a cool retro body won't cut it. You need modern performance inside a nostalgic shell. And that's exactly what Fuji seems to be building. So what can we expect from the X Pro 6? The logical assumption is that it will feature something new under the hood. Right now, Fuji's 5th generation sensor and processor pair, 343, the Extern CMOS 5HR and the X Processor 5 power their latest cameras. These give users 40 megapixels of sharp detail, fast autofocus, and great video capability. But the X Pro 6 might go even further. Why? Because it has two. Fujifilm skipped naming the next model XPR04 or 5, which isn't just about branding. It's symbolic, for 13 skipping numbers isn't new in tech, especially in Japan, where number 4 is sometimes avoided for cultural reasons. But jumping straight to X Pro 6 sends a message. This is a leap forward. It's a full generation shift, possibly even a preview of Fuji's next imaging pipeline. Maybe the long-awaited 6th generation sensor or a brand new processor. That would make sense. For 37, a major step forward requires time. Fujifilm's engineers aren't just throwing together parts. They're likely developing, testing, refining. Especially if the new model introduces a next sensor, they'll want to ensure the image quality meets expectations. That kind of progress doesn't happen overnight. For 57, let's be honest, Fujifilm fans are passionate, but also demanding. The X Pro 6 won't get a free pass just for existing. It needs to bring practical improvements while staying true to its identity. That's a tough balance. So, what does the community want? First, a better hybrid viewfinder. The current hybrid system, which blends optical and electronic views, is already unique, but tech has moved on. 520 for a sharper AVF with faster refresh rates, improved optical clarity, and better switching would go a long way. Second, body design. Fujifilm needs to keep the X Pro's classic form while improving comfort. Slightly smaller, more ergonomic build would make it easier to carry and shoot with. Durability is also key. Weather sealing is a must. 547 in today's environment where photographers shoot in rain, snow, or urban grit, rugged design is essential. Next, the screen. This has always been a controversial point. The X Pro 3 had a hidden LCD screen which was a bold and divisive design move. Some loved it for focusing on shooting over chimping. 609 others hated the inconvenience. For the X Pro 6, users are hoping for a more balanced choice like a two-way tilting screen. Not a full flip-out vlog screen, but something that suits still photographers while still being useful for video work. And let's not forget performance. Better low-light shooting, improved dynamic range, and faster write speeds are all expected. 633. The X Pro 3 is starting to feel slow compared to today's options. If the X Pro 6 aims to stand out, it needs to be fast, responsive, and capable in tricky lighting. As of now, Fujifilm hasn't provided an exact release date. That's frustrating, but also understandable. Big changes take time. If they are building something entirely new, not just a cosmetic upgrade, 2026 feels likely. 7 o'clock that aligns with Fujifilm's typical development cycle, and it gives the company space to fine-tune hardware and software. Of course, that's a long wait, especially when other Fujifilm models are already running ahead with new tech. The X-T5, for example, already features a 40 megapixel sensor, enhanced video options, and deep customization. 720 to so. Why would someone wait for the X Pro 6? 'Cause it's not just about features. The X Pro isn't your average mirrorless camera. It has character. It brings a shooting experience that's hard to find elsewhere. It's for those who don't want the camera to get in the way, who prefer subtlety over flashiness, enjoy photography, not just for results. 743, but for the process itself. That's the real value of the XPR06. It doesn't aim to beat the competition through brute specs. Instead, it invites users to rediscover photography. That alone makes it worth paying attention to. Still, Fujifilm has to deliver. Fans won't accept nostalgia without progress. 806, a hybrid viewfinder alone won't carry this model. It has to shoot faster. It has to handle better. Has to be more adaptable for both stills and video. Otherwise, it risks being seen as a novelty rather than a serious tool. Which brings us to another topic. Who exactly is this camera for? Some might say it's aimed at street photographers and documentary shooters, and that's true to a large extent. 832. The form factor, the rangefinder layout, the quiet shutter, all of these make it ideal for candid photography, but the potential audience is bigger than that. The X Pro 6 could appeal to travel photographers who want a powerful yet compact tool, to portrait artists who value color rendering and lens flexibility, even to hybrid creators who want stills and video in one reliable package. 859 Fujifilm just needs to make sure it checks the right boxes. Start with the sensor. If the X Pro 6 introduces a new sensor, possibly the 6th Gen Xandrons, that alone would make it groundbreaking. Add to that a faster processor, an upgraded autofocus, and you've got a solid technical foundation build. 920 to that into a weather-sealed body with refined controls and an improved hybrid viewfinder. You've got a tool that blends past and future. Give it a flexible screen, IBIS, and robust video capabilities, and suddenly you have more than a camera. You have a new standard and creative gear, but for now, it's a waiting game.